I'm in Sapporo Airport again, and now it's February. Actually, it's warmer than January, and because it's a warmer winter, I heard this that. And when I came out, I could catch a bus, but the staff says they only allow 10 people to run on that one, so I have to wait. Yesterday, I spent all afternoon planning my East Hokkaido travel plan. And I found it's really difficult because you have to make a lot of appointments for the like bus, train, and for the uh, panel, for example. So it takes me a lot of time. And today I booked an early bus to Kushiro, which the price is only half compared to the train. Let's see how it goes. Took a 5-hour bus to Kushiro.
Yesterday I booked the tickets online, and because book online is you can get a discount. But today when I came, the driver says like, oh, you were in the middle side, and we actually have a lot of empty seats. I recommend you to sit next to the window, and you will have a better view. And oh, come this way. This way you have more space. Well, it's really good. It's really clean, and the chair is adjustable, and you can lie down really comfortable. Also, they also have a curtain that you can cover yourself, so no one will disturb you, which is really good. Now it's about 1 p.m. and I just arrived at here, and there is their station. Looks really old style, and so does the city. I saw this shop got a 4.9 score on Google Maps, so I'm going to have my lunch at here. It's really beautiful building. The atmosphere of this shop is really good. I feel it's really chill, and they got their lunch menu on the board. I see they got fish, like meat, and some pasta. I think I will choose a pasta. Put your money and click this thing. You'll get the tickets to back and forth from the zooming. Finally, we got in here. And we go to Tsurumidai.
Well, at the last, let's take a photo with it. We Chinese like to say, well, already be here, so take a photo with him. He's here. Can you see it?
お宅は大丈夫ですか？設置がお済みでないご家庭は早めの設置をお願いします。設置後はいざという時になるようにお金を出さない、暴力団を利用しない、暴力団と交際しないをみんなで広め、安全で安心な釧路を作りましょう。
出現門が見えない順で。続きまして、2号車、上川より。
という運命ですね。ですからそこまで行くのはなかなかないっていう、ある程度こう育ってくるっていう。 side. This is my small office. This one.
Okay.
Snow canoes. So, even-san, please take a seat in the front.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sitting in the back,
Okay.
and actually I'm handling the canoe,
Okay.
which way to go. So,
Okay.
Ime-san, just take a seat with relax.
Oh.
In the middle, okay. Just made kind of herb tea,
Okay.
ginger and lemon herb tea. Hi, kanpai.
The free choice.
아, choose. Okay. 多分23個。
次は西4丁目。 上りエスカレーターです。踊りの際はすぐに使われる足元に注意。